Hey guys, welcome back to Fourth Wall Reactions. Today it's time for more Doctor Who. I'm really excited for this one. This is the last episode of Series 6. Been building to this one. I know they're gearing up for the death of the Doctor. Now, I know what I saw at the beginning of the series. I know what I've been told, and yet I still just am not quite sure how it's gonna all play out, just because I have the benefit of knowing that there's more doctorness to come. So, I won't babble too much right now. I'll save that for later. Right now, I'm just really anxious to see it. Let's check this out.
But tiny people.
Access personal records, the doctor.
Records available.
Interference across all radius. So apologies for that.
Parallel Earth? Pterodactyls! Torchwood has a pterodactyl! What the f is going on?
The Holy Roman Emperor Winston Churchill returned to the Buckingham Senate on his personal mammoth.
Just one had an argument with Cleopatra, dreadful woman. Oh, excellent dancer. Something has happened to time. That's what you say, what you never stop saying.
A woman.
I had an imaginary friend.
Chicks, man.
When I
Speak to the
Ah,
captain, please.
robot.
Hello again. The Teselecta time-traveling, shape-changing robot powered by miniaturized people. Never get bored of that. Long time since Berlin.
Yeah, I love these guys.
Systems. Crowd are getting restless. They know the Queen is your only legal move. Satan already moved it 12 times.
This is insane.
That's why they call it live chess.
I work for the silence. They would kill me.
I guess you're dead anyway. Oh! Hell no. No, no. Bless you.
This is absurd.
You mentioned a woman.
Yes. I'm getting to her.
What's she like?
Hell. In high heels.
Tell me more.
On the fields of Trenzalore, at the fall of the 11th, a question will be asked. A question that must never, ever be answered. The oldest question in the universe hidden in plain sight. Would you like to know what it is?
Yes.
Are you sure?
But you're not supposed to ask it.
On your own head, be it.
No, we don't get to know. Oh! Took the head with him.
Why Lake Silencio? Why
Silencio.
Utah?
It's a still point in time. Makes it easier to create a fixed point, and your death is a fixed point, Doctor. You can't run away from this.
I've been running all my life. Why should I stop?
Because now you know what's at stake.
I have got a time machine, Dorian. It's all still going on. For me, it never stops. Liz the First is still waiting in a glade to elope with me. I could help Rose Tyler with her homework. I could go on all Jack's stag parties in one night.
Time catches up with us all, Doctor.
Surely you could deliver the messages yourself.
It would involve crossing my own time stream. Best not.
According to our files, this is the end for you. We'll deliver your messages. You can depend on us.
Oh. So the robot's gonna become
Doctor.
him. Is he the robot right now? Hello, sweetie.
This is where I die. This is a fixed point. This must happen. This always happens.
Time could be rewritten.
Don't you dare. Goodbye, River.
Hello, sweetie.
What have you done? This is a fixed point in time.
Fixed points can be rewritten.
No, they can't. Of course they can't. Who told you?
Well, what happened?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing happened. And then it kept happening. Or, if you'd prefer, everything happened at once and it won't ever stop.
Oh.
I appear to have hired this.
We seem to be defending ourselves.
I don't understand.
creatures that lead to silence. You can't remember them. The moment you look away, you
Yep.
forget they were ever there.
So it's starting to have the marks. How many now? Oh! Ah! Oh, you creepy ass bastards.
Identify yourselves!
Pond.
Ah!
Amelia Pond.
It's okay. No, Amy.
What the hell? Huh? I'm just going with it. I'm just going with it.
You can remember things that never happened, and if you try, if you really, really try, you'll be able to.
All the.
Geronimo.
Okay.
Okay, hugging and missing now. Where's the Roman?
You mean Rory? My husband, Rory, yeah? I've no idea. I can't find him, but I love him very much, don't I?
I died.
But then you didn't die. See, I remember it twice, different ways.
Two different versions of the same event, both happening in the same moment. All of history happening at once.
Can't we just stay like this?
And isn't just
Nope.
frozen. All of reality will simply fall apart.
Ooh. So that's a no.
We're about to arrive. Our drives need to be activated as soon as we disembark.
Good point. Thank you, Captain Williams.
You right there, there.
Captain Williams, best of the best. Couldn't live without him.
No wonder.
No.
What is wrong?
Area 52 on the
You have to
pyramid.
put it on, sir.
Tonight, the silence have human servants. They all wear these.
They'd have to.
Uh-oh. Crazy eye patch lady.
You go ahead, Mark.
Thank you, Captain Williams. Doctor, this way.
Captain Williams, nice fellow.
I'd recognize that hair anywhere.
Hi, honey, I'm Poe.
And what sort of time do you call this?
The death of time.
Ah!
The end of time.
She mentioned you.
What did she say?
Put down that gun.
Did you?
Eventually.
Oh, that flirting. Do I have to watch this?
It was such a basic mistake, wasn't it, Madame Kavarian? Take a child, raise her into a perfect psychopath, introduce her to the doctor. Who else was I going to fall in love with?
Oh, you love me, do you? Oh, that's sweet of you. Isn't that sweet? Come here, you.
Get off me. Get him off me. Let go.
Oh!
Time's moving.
Ah.
Why do you always have handcuffs? It's the only way, River. With the opposite poles of the disruption. If we touch, we short out the differential. Time can begin again. How many silents have you got trapped inside it?
They're not trapped. They've been waiting for you.
Oh, they're creepy.
We have them outnumbered.
And you're wearing eye drives based on mine, I think.
Oh, take them off.
I'll wait down here, Mom. Buy you as much time as I can.
You have to take your eye drive off.
I'll do that, Mom. You have to come now, Mom. Please, now.
Yes. Thank you, Captain Williams.
He always loves her. Oh. No. I think she just did.
Help me.
No.
You took my baby from me and hurt her. And now she's all grown up. I'll never see my baby again.
But you'll still save me, though. Never do anything to disappoint your precious doctor.
The doctor is very precious to me, you're right. But do you know what else he is? Not here. River's song didn't get it all from you, sweetie.
Can't.
Oh!
Oh.
We should get a drink sometime.
Okay.
I'm married.
Fine.
Oh, it's a timey-wimey distress beacon. Who built this?
I'm the charge of the TARDIS. I understand the physics. Outside the bubble of our time, the universe is still turning, and I've sent a message everywhere. To the future and the past, the beginning and the end of everything. The doctor is dying. Please help.
No one can help me. A fixed point has been altered. Time is disintegrating.
I can't let you die.
I have to die.
Without knowing you are loved. by so many and so much, and by no one more than me.
River, you and I, we know what this means. Why do you have to be this? Melody Pond, your daughter. I hope you're both proud.
We got married and had a kid, and that's her.
Oh,
Okay.
sure.
River, take one end of this. Wrap it around your hand. We're in the middle of a combat zone, so we'll have to do the quick version. Captain Williams, say, I consent and gladly give.
To what?
Just say it.
Quickie wedding?
I'm about to whisper something in your ear, and you have to remember it very, very carefully and tell no one what I said.
His name.
I just told you my name.
Yep.
Wife, I have a request. If this world is dying and it's my fault, please help me. There isn't another way.
And you may kiss the bride.
I'll make it a good one.
You better.
Here it goes. Oh. No more jibber jibbles. Bye, pterodactyls.
So, where are we? I just climbed out of the Byzantium. You were there. So young. Didn't have a clue who I was. I need to talk to the doctor, but I can't now, can I? You're seeing the younger versions of him running around having adventures. Yeah, I am. But that's not what I mean. I'm going to tell you what I probably shouldn't. Don't you want to know what he whispered in my ear? He whispered his name? Not his name, no. Yeah, it was. He said it was. We're all one. The doctor lies. So do I. All the time. Have to. Spoilers. River. What did he tell you? River.
Okay. Obviously, he's alive.
Of course I'm sure. I'm his wife. Yes, and I'm his mother-in-law. Father dear, I think Mummy might need another drink.
Who's carrying me? How did you do it? How could you have possibly escaped?
Is there nothing else we can do?
It's a robot.
Actually, thinking about it, look into my eye.
Yep. He's in the robot of himself. I thought, yeah.
A doctor in a doctor's suit.
Yep.
Time said I had to be on that beach, so I dressed for the occasion. Barely got singed in that boat.
So you're going to do this? Let them all think you're dead?
I got too big, Dorian. Too noisy. Time to step back into the shadows.
It's all still waiting for you. The fields of Trenzalore, the fall of the 11th, and the question.
Goodbye, Dorian.
Doctor Who?
Who are you?
Doctor Who? Doctor Who?
All right, guys, that was the finale episode of Series 6. This is crazy. I don't have a lot of time right now to record comments, so I'm just going to do a little preliminary thing and then I'll come back with more to say. That thought about the doctor actually being the robot, the Teselecta, that I'm not going to pronounce correctly. When they did the previously on, there was a moment that I went, oh.
A robot worked by tiny people.
Access personal records.
That I thought that's how they get out of this. That's how it happens, that he is the doctor. But it makes sense that he would have to not just have that robot doctor just be on its own, that his presence would have to be inside of it. Yeah, because it just, yeah. I actually guessed something. But I didn't want to say anything. I just wanted it to play out. And it was a really fun trip through all the time that was happening over and over. I flipped out when he mentioned Rose. Help little Rose Tyler do her homework. What? Yeah, it was just a lot of fun. I'll come back with more to say about it later. But I just wanted to say a quick something or other right now, just because I'm just so, it was just so much fun to see. So more later. Okay, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. Had to be done. So yes, really had a great time with that episode. The wedding of River Song, I have to say, I really loved that the wedding vows were, the hand fasting was done with his bow tie. I just thought that a lot of little touches like that I think were really cool and that I really liked. I really loved this concept of all the timelines happening at once. I don't really see how that would be possible, but I think when it comes to theoretical timey-wimey stuff, it's hard to apply any kind of real logic that would be like, how would that happen? How would any time travel happen? So this idea that everything was constantly 2 minutes past 5, even though they were living scenes longer than that. Like, it wasn't exactly looping and starting over. I don't know. It was just kind of a cool idea that everything would be just happening at once. Seeing Dickens again with pterodactyls in the air and Caesar and the lizard people. Oh my God, that was a lot of fun. And I do believe that was the only Dalek moment, really, that we had all series, right? I normally, before the series wrap-ups, I do a quick scan of the episodes just to jog my memory of, all the things that I really liked and had questions about, whatever. But I think that is the only time we saw a Dalek. We certainly didn't have an episode-long story about any Daleks this time around, which is novel. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I want to stick to the episode. But yeah, I think that is the only time that we really saw in current day a Dalek. So I really liked all of that, all the time mashup. The Silents are pretty freaky. I did think that they would be a little more of a threat. I mean, don't get me wrong, they were pretty threatening and they were destroying everything they could. I don't know what I thought they would be, but I thought that they would be not as easily dispatched. The whole silence business and the Madam Eye Patch lady that's not an eye patch, as I found out. I don't know what I was expecting from them. They just seemed to have really big plans, and then it just kind of didn't come to much. I'm not sure what I really want to say about that. So actually I'm going to stick a pin in it and sort of save it for the series wrap up. But I was terrified when I saw that when he came to and saw Amy with the patch. And I was like, wait a minute, because, they've told River's story in that kind of manner with those reveals of who she really is. And don't do that to Amy. Don't tell me that Eye Patch Lady is a future version, warped version of her, that she took her own daughter away. No. But thank God, thank God there was just kind of a little momentary fake out and that a whole bunch of other people had the eye patch. Because I really don't like Eye Patch Lady. I really don't. And I still don't really know what her full deal is. I mean, I know the role that she played. I kind of don't know too much about her or her motivation or how, who is she, really? Rory and Amy were very enjoyable to me in this episode. What I really love about them and their relationship is throughout both series, there tends to be a monkey wrench thrown in, and in all these sort of alternate realities and different timelines and things interfering with their memory and all of that, throughout all of it, it's very consistent, this pattern of Amy having a connection with Rory, but being a little clueless about how Rory feels, and Rory being very, very steadfast in his devotion to her. And something has to spark Amy. This is the man. This is the man. So I really love that dynamic tends to be a repeating pattern, variations of it, but it tends to repeat, and it just kind of reinforces the strength, to me, the strength of their relationship, in that no matter how many weird situations you put them in, they always not only just find each other, but they find each other in like a similar dynamic. And there's something very touching and sweet and true about that I really love. Really love their relationship. I don't know how I would feel about either character on their own with the Doctor if the other one wasn't there. I mean, I'm sure that either one of them would have developed just fine, but I just love this dynamic of, there's the Doctor, and he has his individual relationships with both Amy and Rory, but I this dynamic of Amy and Rory, I just love. I love all the dynamics, but I just love how they keep telling the romantic story of Rory and Amy over and over in different situations, but with this same conclusion, which just tells you over and over again how real it is. If that makes any sense. What a funny relationship to have with your own daughter. Honestly. Not so much in the running around business, because they've all traveled with the Doctor. River Song is her own time machine around her wrist. Jax? I don't know. And Amy and Rory have been with the Doctor enough that they, just ride the weird wave wherever it takes them. But, in those quiet moments where they're sitting down having a glass of wine together, it really struck me that I'm like, this is your daughter who was your peer growing up, and who actually, in that instance, was part of that dynamic about the Amy and Rory, about Amy not really seeing Rory, and it took Mel, aka Baby Melody River Song Pond, gave her parents a little nudge. Like it always takes Amy something. But anyway, she has that dynamic with her daughter / peer. I love that tableside conversation over a glass of wine. If they're, checking up with each other, just like River Song checked up with the Doctor. Where are you in this? Okay, where are you in this? Oh, I just climbed out of the Byzantium. And it makes you wonder how many instances that River Song was with them, either them or with the Doctor, that she actually really did know what was going on, but had to play as if she didn't. Because to me, and I've always maintained that they're going in these different directions time-wise, but it's not a straight arrow. It's not like she keeps regressing and he keeps going forward. They're sort of a little all over the place. But I do think that it's a really fascinating dynamic with Amy and River Song. Because I think to Amy that River Song is actually like, that she has to separate it out. She has to, because I like when Amy said to Madam Eyepatch, you took my baby and now she's this and she will never. So I think that she has to be a little removed from that, just because it's not a normal relationship. She doesn't have that same maternal bond. She has more of a friendship bond. It's with her own daughter. Gilmore Girls of Outer Space. I don't know. But that continues to be fascinating. I did really love the actual wedding of River Song. I really love what River said about the Doctor having decided that the universe is better off without him, but that the universe does not agree. I don't know why. That line, I just really just stayed with me. I really love that line. And I do like the fake out with, you think that this is where he tells her his name. No, no, that doesn't happen yet. It makes me wonder if he even knows his own name. If that makes sense, because the way it ended with this question, I'm getting ahead of myself. I don't care. The way it ended with this question of, what is the Doctor who? Does he know when he's not saying, or does he not know? Is that his own mystery? And if he doesn't know really who he is, will it unlock a secret that is the danger to the universe? I don't know. I love the Teselecta and the robot thing. I don't know why. I don't know if they are loved or hated, or if they're controversial, like in the audience or fandom at all. I really, when we had Let's Kill Hitler, they were one of the aspects of it that I really loved. I remember saying, I could watch a whole episode of that. I would still watch a whole episode of that. I don't know why it amuses me so much. I don't know why I love them so much. Just the idea of the robots with the tiny people inside just kills me for some reason. I have no idea why. I do like, I think I may have said it in my excitement after the episode initially ended, but I do like that it kind of had to be a miniature version of the Doctor inside the Doctor robot, as he said, to sort of fulfill the fact that, yes, he really was there, even if he wasn't the one who died. But that it kind of takes the Doctor to behave like the Doctor. Like, you would know. You would really know if someone had the Doctor's face. Maybe they could pull off the mannerisms. I don't know. But I think it would take the Doctor being inside the Doctor's head, robot Doctor's head, to be the Doctor. Which I know sounds crazy. Another option for solving that dilemma. I mean, I'm coming at this series finale from the perspective of, I know that there's more Doctor Who. I know that he can't, like, die. Well, he can die. But I kind of felt that he didn't really die, and that there would be some explanation. There would be a way around it. So in that respect, I expected this type of ending. I just didn't know how they would get there. In retrospect, looking back on it, they could have also gone with bringing back the flesh. Though perhaps they used that before too much with the baby in A Good Man Goes to War and Amy. So maybe playing the flesh card, the ganger card again, was too much. But I love the robots, so I'm fine with that. But I knew there had to be some way out of it. So in that respect, I wasn't really surprised by it, but I love the way that they chose to do it. I don't know why I love these damn robots so much. Now I am done with Series 6. I'll be thinking about my comments for the wrap-up. I think there were some hints at where they're going to go with Series 7. Allegedly, the universe thinks the Doctor is dead. I don't think that's a secret that's going to be a secret for very much longer. I don't know that the Doctor can be low-key. Can he? I don't think so. So I just have these little tidbits on where they might go, but I don't know if are Amy and Rory going to get swept up again? Or are they good to go? Is that it for them? I don't know. I have many speculations in my head about Series 7, but I think I'm just gonna take that one as it comes, because I actually have been spoiled about a couple things for Series 7, which sucks. We'll talk about it. But yeah, I really enjoyed the way this wrapped up, and I'll have more thoughts about it in context with the rest of the series. So I think I'm just gonna let this sit for now, and I'll enjoy the Christmas special. I'll have a little think. I'll probably record my thoughts about Series 6, and then we're kicking it off with Series 7. I am literally a little more than halfway through. It's crazy. But I'm kind of excited. It's that weird thing of you kind of want to catch up and be current, but you kind of want to savor the experience and not rush it. So I think I'm feeling like I'm watching this at a good pace. It's fast, but I'm not binging. So I think I've struck a good balance. At least for me. Hopefully for you too. So yeah, that is it for my thoughts today on this episode. I'm going to save them for the Series 6 review. I'm going to keep saying series 5, but it's not. It's series 6. And I had a lot of fun with this episode. I really enjoyed it. Robots. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching this one with me. If you enjoyed the reaction, please feel free to give it a like, a share, and a subscribe. Full reactions are on Patreon, and be sure to join me for the next episode. Christmas. Thanks guys.